Hey, it's Coach Colin Castell with Shot Mechanics here, and today we've got something a little bit different for our NBA shooting secrets. Now, I know I'm a little bit late to the Klay Thompson 37-point party, but I was out of town, and I really wanted to still talk about some stuff with you. Now, the first bucket I really want to talk about is this transition pull-up. Now, this look really happens because the defenders are so scared of Stephen Curry that they shade his direction. And I love that Klay decided to pull up for a wide-open three rather than dribbling in and taking a contested 15-footer. Some coaches might get mad, but if you're a good shooter, there's no reason not to take this jumper. And if you're an elite shooter like Klay, this is like shooting fish in a bucket. The key with shooting a pull-up transition three like this is you want to slow your momentum. So chop your feet so your shoulders don't fall over your knees on your jump shot. So be on balance and knock it down. The next play I want to talk about is this pull-up jumper off of the pin down screen that he receives. Specifically, I want to talk about the turn of his feet because this is something that confuses a lot of people out there. So you notice on this shot that he's pulling up going towards his strong hand or to the right. So because of this, when he pulls up, it's really hard for him to get his right foot a little bit forward and get his feet turned. So at this point in time, there's going to be a ton of tension in his shoulders and neck. But he wanted to get the shot off quick, so he doesn't have time to adjust his feet. So you notice that he executes a mid-air turn where his feet turn as he's in the air, so he releases that tension as he releases the ball. So the next time you're shooting a pull-up going towards your dominant hand, try to execute a mid-air turn and see if that helps the tension in your neck and shoulders. All right, so the next shot I want to talk about is probably my favorite shot of the entire night just because it's so incredibly crafty. So once Klay catches the ball, he points to the ground as if he's asking for a screen. This makes his defender sit lower into his stance and anticipate the screen that should be coming. And because of this, it gives Klay plenty of time to launch a deep bomb with plenty of space. So try adding some different types of point fakes to your game, and odds are you'll start getting some pretty open looks. All right, next, let's talk about the hop. And you can see the hop all over this 37-point performance. Now, because he got hot, all the defenders were trying to run him off the three-point line, but because he was shooting with a hop, it didn't matter and he could still get his shots up. Watching these two plays, how incredibly fast he can get the shot up because he's popping off the balls of his feet. And this is a prime example of why I believe learning to shoot off the hop is vital to your basketball development. In my opinion, a player who can only shoot off with a 1-2 could never in a million years get as hot as Klay Thompson did. Because once a 1-2 shooter hits a couple threes, the defense is going to key on them too much and they won't be able to get their shot off quickly. So these are just a few of the key elements that you can add to your game that as a professional shooting coach, I saw all over the place in this 37-point record-breaking performance. Now this being said, this was a pretty amazing feat that probably won't happen again, but there's a few great little nuggets of skill development that you can apply to your game and score more baskets. Also, don't forget if you're new to Shot Mechanics, you're going to want to do two things. Number one, hit that subscription button below because we're putting out 4 to 5 videos every week and I want to get you better. Number two, click the annotation above or the link in the description, get a free copy of my top 3 favorite shooting secrets. Seriously, no joke, I've had thousands of athletes improve their jump shot in the first 24 hours just by these 3 secrets alone. Again, I'm Coach Colin Castello with Shot Mechanics. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on Monday for our drill of the week.